Another reason why loan officers are having a difficult time right now is because they're giving into their surroundings, meaning that you're surrounded by, maybe you work in an office and your entire team is not only dwindling, but they're also venting. And so they're saying, man, it's hard to close a deal. Man, people aren't buying rate, aren't refinancing right now, or they're not wanting to do business right now because they're scared of the rate or they're scared of the fees. But what you're actually hearing is just their excuse as to why they're not producing. However, most individuals will actually use that and give into it and justify it. Like, yeah, you know what, I'm having a hard time too. So you know what, you're right. And then next thing you know, you're boycotting your future because you're giving in. Because like, you know, if they're saying this, then I'm experiencing it, then that must be fact. Don't give into your surroundings. If anything, try to mute that out and really look at it at the silver lining of everything. So if they feel that way, most likely all of our competitors feel that way. But if we're prepared and we have the right mentoring, we have the right guidance, guess what? We're actually picking up what they left on the table because we're the ones who sound different. So it's important that you have the right, mindset, especially if you're in a surrounding where everybody's kind of negative, they're burnt out, they feel like, oh, these leads suck, right? Because you don't want to fall into that trap. If you do fall into that trap, it's very hard to escape it. You almost want to not hear it, right? Even though as hard as it is, not feed into that energy. But if anything, take it as almost like a challenge. Like, okay, well, I'm gonna make it, right? I got no choice to make it. I'm not gonna vent and bitch and whine or whatever. I'm gonna make sure that this happens because I know how to make it happen. How do you know how to make it happen? Is because you gain confidence. How do you gain confidence? Is through repetition. But what are you repeating? Are you repeating a soft script that plays the numbers game? Are you actually repeating a script that was intelligently crafted, right? With strategy in mind, with experience in mind. And it's very hard to find that because oftentimes your leaders, your manager, your VP, they don't know because they're not in the trenches with us. I am. And so that's why it's important to have mentors. It's important to have someone who is thriving or who is getting the results that you want in this market and just paying attention to them. Don't pay attention to the people who dropped off because those people, they're used to the pandemic rates or the market. And so now everything's changed. They can't adapt. You need to adapt. That's the whole secret sauce of sales. If you get hit with a particular objection, you need to adapt. You need to pivot.